I learned about Shirley Heinze Land Trust about a year and a half ago when they purchased a piece of property. And through that, I met Chris and Eric and have talked to them and learned a lot. And we have a lot of the same ideas as far as preserving land and using them for different things and conservation-minded farming practices and that kind of stuff. So we've been kind of working together on a couple different projects. So conservation is important to me because if we don't conserve what we have right now, it's not going to be there for future generations. And with a couple little boys that want to farm, that's what's important to me. On our farm, it's little, right around 3,000 acres. We're using a lot of cover crop and no-till and minimum till practices to help control things. All of our soils are getting VTR, which is variable rate spreading and seeding, and so we're using our fertilizers efficiently and not over-fertilizing so we don't get runoffs. Our yields have gone up, things have gone well. We're starting to get a handle on what cover crops work better than others. There's a lot of different practices that can be applied, but there's people that know if we don't conserve what we have now, it won't be there in the future. And I do a lot of things with my children in mind as far as the conservation tillage and practices, and there's been problems in the past that conservation may have been able to avoid, such as algae blooms in certain lakes and that kind of stuff. So we kind of have started taking those thoughts into our farm and putting them into use, using filter strips and leaving easements for animals and wildlife and this, that, and other. And it does multiple things. It stops any runoff from going directly into the creeks and rivers and eventually out into the lakes and drinking water. So if somebody doesn't do it, nobody's going to do it. So